Now that the seasons are finally changing and that now I can look outside my window and not see too much snow on the ground, we have effectively moved into the second phase of 2025, moving out of just the meandering nothing that the first quarter was, and now we are definitely starting to move into the cringe slop that I would at least from the release schedule from different mediums and entertainment. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be the cringe slop next few months, okay? And it doesn't look like it's really going to end. Oh god, this might end up being the rest of the year, but it's starting off with a bang, okay? This weekend specifically, Sunday, we have The Last of Us Season 2, which is going to be, it's going to be very interesting, right? But we'll probably talk about more on that tomorrow because I got some takes. I definitely got some takes when it comes to that, in so much as it's another video game adaptation that there's going to be some conversations around that, and then of course what's going on in the theaters, more on that later today. That, like I said, it's a whole nother discussion. We'll get into it at a later date, but as we're sitting right now, the day before that, and depending on where you are in the world, it could be late on Friday or it could be early on Saturday, but Doctor Who Season 2 or Season 15, however you want to run at it, okay, the final season of Doctor Who is about to air, and now we're starting to get some early reviews on it, and well, I mean, the writing's kind of on the wall when it comes to this one, man. It's what, T-minus 6 weeks until we hear, the plug is being pulled on Doctor Who, because I forget, what is it? It's like 6 or 7 episodes down from the already truncated 8. There's no word on renewal. Russell T Davies is already writing another show for Channel 4. Ncuti Gatwa, all of the scuttle around the scenes behind the scenes, is how he wants to leave the UK in order to pursue different endeavors in Hollywood. Like, everybody's looking forward to their future. It's just Doctor Who is not a part of their future. So it's so funny how nobody's really hyping up this upcoming season, because this very much is just a lame duck set of episodes, but that means that this could end up being the most cringy shit that we're going to see this entire year, because last year, okay, we were very much in the thick of that first season, and holy Christ, man, just going back over some of that old coverage, and man, that was super cringe, okay? So who even knows what's going to be on the horizon, but we got a sneak peek here, okay? Because Doctor Who's electrifying new dynamic is just what the Doctor ordered. Okay, cool. So Doctor Who's getting rejuvenated here, and maybe that'll go ahead and bring back all of the people that have been disenfranchised in recent years, and it's really gonna make them enthusiastic about Doctor Who. Well, here's the way that they're selling it. Doctor Who season premiere has a brilliant premise, but its real magic comes courtesy of its latest companion. Yeah, and I find that very interesting, right? Because yeah, you could just go around with all of this crap here in the first paragraph from Gizmodo's review. It had a bit of an up and down in 2024, coming off of the highs of the 60th anniversary celebrations, which nobody looks back on fondly, and hell, even when they were airing, nobody was really watching them, and a fantastical holiday special the year prior, which did even worse in the ratings than the 60th anniversary specials, which were already ratings dives themselves. Okay, anticipation for was high for Ncuti Gatwa's debut season to begin in earnest. Yeah, and it was awful. Okay, and then they'll just try to blame everybody else. Doctor Who's broad refocusing in the season's particular mystery around the latest addition to the to Team TARDIS, Ruby Sunday, wasn't without its stumbles. And yeah, now she's gone and she's been given a Bombay makeover. Don't worry, guys. The Robot Revolution, the premiere episode of Doctor Who's 2025 season, season 2 or season 15 or season 41, if you're really picky, is Russell T Davies' opener in that classic style. We're immediately introduced to the day in the life of Balandra Chandra, Virata Setu. Yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, cool. So this is Doctor Who. Hey, let's take a look at our companion first and foremost. Okay, cool. So that's the way that you're gonna reinvigorate the audience. Oh yeah, here. We know that you don't really like the crying, weepy, pathetic doctor. Here's the companion. Cool. A young nurse with all the stresses that entails. Oh my god. So yeah, cool. Now we get to have that driven home that, nurses are superheroes and they're underpaid and all that other crap. Balandra wants to go home immediately. After all, as they shift to tomorrow, the killer robots, blah, blah, blah. Doctor Who has, of course, done all of this before. Yeah, it's 62 years old at this point. Yeah, it would hard not to have. Yeah, exactly, which is kind of interesting, right? Oh, it's going to be a brand new spark that we have right here, but it's all premises that you've heard before are retold for the modern audience that clearly doesn't give a single care about this show moving forward. So much so that even this truncated season, you're not even going to be able to see all of it on the BBC, which is absolutely wild, man. Just kind of lets you know just how much of an obligation airing this second season is. Really, it's like if it was a ratings drop, like even if it was doing adequate ratings, okay, like if a few people were watching it, if a reasonable number of people were watching this, they would find a slot for it. But they don't care, man. We'll just stuff it on the iPlayer, stuff it on D+. It's just whatever, man. In another troubling sign for Doctor Who, Russell T Davies admits the BBC is yanking an episode from broadcast TV. This shit is hilarious, man, okay? Because Russell T Davies broke the news according to the Mirror, saying the FA Cup is going live on BBC One, and then you have Eurovision going live in the evening. We're squeezed in the middle. We don't know if we'll even be transmitted that day. It will be on iPlayer, but you'll have to sit through a football match to know whether Doctor Who will be out that night. They asked if we wanted to move it, Davies added, but I said, that's the most exciting thing I've ever heard. Let's find out. Holy shit, man. Hey, we can move you off to a day because, you know, it was like FA Cup is obviously going to draw numbers. It's the only reason that, what was that, episode 3 did a little bit better in the overnights. It's because it had that giant lead-in and people just left it running because of the overrun of the football game, rather. We're talking UK after all, so it's, you know, it's football, it's not soccer. That's the only reason one of those episodes looks like it did a little bit better, but then, you know, you just detract with the +7 and the 7+2 numbers on there as well, and it all just ends up following in the exact same trajectories as the other episodes. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. We see what's going on here. So yeah, they were hoping it's like, we could go ahead and trick some people into thinking that we're more popular than we actually are. But then having Eurovision on, and who knows, maybe that is supposed to be the Eurovision parody episode, which I wish I was joking, but they're very excited for that one episode, and that's going to be coming out sometime soon-ish. I can't wait for the cringe on that one. I wonder if it's going to be up there with an entire planet of people not wanting to be saved by the Doctor because he's black. But I guess they didn't. The BBC didn't want to trick people into thinking that maybe Eurovision started early and they're wondering if they're showcasing a bunch of aliens this time around, not the ones that they're, you know, normally accustomed to, you know, like the ones crossing the channel, but intergalactic ones. Maybe that's why they want to move it, but I mean, come on, man. Davies has, yes, a tendency to try to passive-aggressively spin bad news for Doctor Who, as sarcastically portraying it as a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Hey, no other shows, okay, they don't get renewed before all of the content that they already in that can already airs. It's like, nobody ever greenlights multiple seasons at a time. Of course, that's why we have to wait until the end of this season in order to figure out our fates, right? And it's storylines and it's character work like this that is why this is going to be the end of New Who. Latest Doctor Who companion is the Doctor's equal and will hold him accountable. Russell T Davies and the BBC continue their crusade to dismantle everything that once made Doctor Who, yes, the household name. Fawning right up from the Hollywood Reporter about the new Doctor Who companion, Varada Setu, who will star alongside, yes, Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor in the upcoming season, but don't get too excited. She's not your average companion. She's a girl boss and equal, and brace yourself, someone who holds the Doctor accountable. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because apparently traveling with a godlike alien who has saved the universe more times than we can count just isn't good enough unless you roll your eyes at him and scold his manners like a BBC etiquette quote. Yeah, because that's what people want to see, right? Like they don't want to have a nice complementary relationship between the Doctor and companion. Okay, not to say that they, you know, need to get along perfectly. There are several examples of Doctor and companion getting into squabbles and that leading to very interesting storylines, very interesting episodes, but this time around, we know what they're prioritizing. We know what they're trying to push. It's going to be a girl boss. He's going to be crying in every episode, and the only happy moment that you're going to get from this series of television is when the credits roll on the final episode, and then it gets announced as being canceled, so the pain and torture can finally stop. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.